Hey, hi. It's me again, Jay, from Another Dying, and let's play Rogue. This is, this is Rogue. This is basically the originator of the roguelike genre, because it's right there in the name. Roguelikes are games that are like Rogue. That are games that kind of build on the foundations that the original Rogue game lay back in 1981. This was like 6 years before I was born even. And the original Rogue was made by Michael Toy, Ken Arnold and Glenn Witchman, as you can see here. And it was made for mainframe computers. It was not made for home computers. Like those huge room-sized computers that were in universities and stuff like that, and that you could access via terminals. And they made the original Rogue for such a thing, and it was later ported to the IBM PC by a different set of people, and like for DOS, of course. And it has been ported to this DOS port has been ported to Windows by Donny Russell. And this version here, ClassicRogue 2.5 to be exact, uses a tileset made by Oryx Design Lab. So the original mainframe just uses a very simple symbol set, ASCII symbols. I don't know if it was ASCII, but it was, a very simple set of characters, just put it like that. And then PC Rogue used a kind of extended version of the ASCII tileset. It has some more symbols than usual. It has like faces and stuff like that. You maybe remember those. But this one here is uses a tileset by Oryx Design Lab. They made several tilesets that you can buy for not that much money actually, and that you can use in your games. And they made one that is called General Roguelike Tileset, and it's probably my favorite tileset for roguelikes, and I will explain later why. So the astonishing thing about Rogue is how much they got right in a game from 1981. You have to imagine that 1981 was kind of a wasteland of gaming back then. So the gaming landscape was kind of comprised of, there were very simple arcade games like like Asteroids and Space Invaders and Pong and these kinds of games that were really extremely simple and mostly just based around one mechanic and executing on that, like high score games. And Rogue, in a sense, is in the tradition of these kinds of games. In a sense it is, because it's also sort of, you could argue it's a high score game, although it has a goal. You can beat this game. It's not an endless game like, for example, Asteroids or whatever. I think the end of Asteroids is just determined by the end of memory, I don't know, of the machine. So at some point the game just glitches out and ends, but it has no defined ending. This one has. Rogue has a defined ending. So we are going to explore the Dungeon of Doom, and what we're going to try to do, which I'm not going to do because I'm not very good at Rogue. I love the game, but I'm not, I haven't played it enough to be really good at it, is to find the Amulet of Yendor. Shit, I'm blanking out. Is it Yendor? Holy fuck, I'm blanking out on the name, and I'm really embarrassing myself right now. I think it is. And we need to find that and get back out again. So it's basically just hunt the MacGuffin. And it's down there in the dungeon at some point. And this is what we need to do. And so Rogue has all the elements of roguelikes that you kind of associate with them. It has randomly generated levels. It has loot that you need to identify, like potions and scrolls and items. It has cursed and uncursed and does it have enchanted items? I don't remember. I think it has, yes. And you can level up and all this kind of stuff. So it has tile-based movement. It's basically, yeah, roguelikes really are like Rogue, and it's a genre, it's a style of game that has kind of become en vogue again in recent years, and that is kind of testament how incredibly good Rogue was back in the day. And it's also another testament to that is that Rogue is still extremely, supremely playable. It's still a fantastic game, and it's really simple, but it's really good, and it really goes. It just has a few systems, but they kind of interlock in such an ingenious way that it's just incredible. And I'm talking here for 6 minutes, and I haven't even started the game. Jesus Christ. Yeah, let's just start the game, and we are going to be Tiberius. That was just the first name that popped into my mind just now. I was not thinking about Star Trek, actually. Oh, weird. Hello, Tiberius. Welcome to the Dungeons of Doom. So, what do we have? We have some food. This game has a food system. We need to eat or we will starve, which can be a problem. And food we can only find in the dungeon. So we have to go forward. That is the purpose of that system. We have to move. We cannot stay for too long. And we have a ring mail, armor class 5. We have a mace, +1/+1. So I think one is damage, one is to hit chance, basically. We have a short bow and we have arrows. So, and the weapon in hand is the mace. Alright. And we are here. We are this guy over here. And there is an enemy. I think it's an ice monster. Oh Jesus, I have not... Sorry, yes, now. I had my numlock on. Or not on. No, I had it on, and that was the problem. I have injured the ice monster, and I have defeated the ice monster and leveled up the first time, and now I'm a guild novice. So this here is the dungeon level. This is our hit points. This is our strength, which we can't increase by leveling up. We can only increase that by drinking certain kinds of potions. There are 2 kinds of potions that can... No, there's only one kind of potion that can increase our strength, or maximum strength. This is our actual strength, and this is our maximum strength. We have gold, which has no purpose other than score, and that is our armor class. And this is our level, so we don't have level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but we get a certain title here. But right now we are guild novice, and we found 16 gold pieces. Okay, and we hit the Kestrel, and these are the stairs down, but I'm still going to explore this level, because there's more stuff to see. The dungeon layout in Rogue is kind of predictable, and I'm going to, once I have explored this one here, you will see what I mean. And another Kestrel, and kill it, and boom. You can kind of already see the pattern, right? So each dungeon level is divided in 9 parts. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And in each of these parts there can be a room, there does not need to be a room. But if there isn't a room, there's something else. Like this, for example. We have, there won't be a room here, but it's just going to be this long, winded path. And if there isn't anything, you can be certain that you have missed something. And there's not going to be anything here, because this quadrant has already been taken up by this room. So every level of Rogue is kind of based on this principle. And we have leveled up again, and we are now an apprentice, and our hit points went up. I think this is just randomly decided. It's just a dice roll, how much you can get. The one thing about Rogue is that there can be runs that you cannot win, where the conditions are such that you can't win them. But you don't know that, because the dice rolls that you get are really bad, or you don't find food, for example, and you just starve. That can happen, and that's kind of unfortunate, but yeah, you just have to deal with that and play again and see if you can win this time. I've never won Rogue, actually. I've come quite far, but I've never won it. And we are frozen by a blast of frost from the ice monster. And again, stop freezing us. Okay. Will you please? Yes, we can move again. The ice monsters are not very dangerous, generally, but they can freeze you, and this can be really nasty if they do. Because then you're just stuck into place and everything can hit you. So ice monsters are the most dangerous when you encounter them together with other enemies. See here, so there has to be a door somewhere, like here. Because there's never a dungeon floor with just the 3 rooms here. There's always something in each quadrant. Okay, we have an emu, which is not too much of a problem. I think that thing over there is actually a hobgoblin. Yes, and we have defeated it. We're kind of good at hitting enemies right now. That's kind of good. The game does not surface many of its stats, so kind of just have to find out. But we are hitting hard. And we have found a scroll named Dutton Yakshu Kid. Or something, or Quid. So, the thing about scrolls is, every scroll that we find with the same name, like Dutton Yakshu Kid, will have the same effect for this round. So if we find a scroll with for this run, if we find a scroll with a different name, it will have a different effect, but the effects will be consistent with the names. Now we have found a staff, an ironwood staff. We don't know what that does. And we have killed a hobgoblin, and we have found a two-handed sword, which is great. I definitely want the two-handed sword, want to use that. But the problem is, the two-handed sword could be cursed. And if it is cursed, we will have a bit of a problem. Because... oh, we leveled up again. Because if you put on a cursed item, then you can't take it off anymore. Unless you remove the curse. And removing a curse can be difficult. So we want to identify this thing first. And we could do that by an identify scroll, for example. But we don't know which scroll is going to be an identify scroll. So yeah, we have to take a chance there. So I wouldn't have used this scroll before, but now I'm probably going to use it because identify scrolls are, I think, the most common scrolls in the game. And now I have a thing that I need to identify. If I had used it before, then I would have just wasted an identify scroll if it was an identify scroll. Okay, so let's just... I think it's kind of bad tactics to just start reading scrolls, but fuck it, whatever. I'm not going to win this game, so I'm just going to play. It vanishes, and it was... oh, apparently it was a scroll of teleportation. We were confused and we were just whipped away and found ourselves in a different room. Not exactly what we wanted. But if we will find another scroll of these, then we will know that it's a scroll of teleportation. The game will even tell you. So I think it will just be called Scroll of Teleportation now. So we have found a different scroll. And we have found a dagger, which we will probably not use. I'm going to try reading this scroll now. It vanishes. You feel as if somebody's watching over you. What do you want to call it? Shit, I can't. Somebody's watching. I don't know what that was. I can't remember what that was. Oh crap, it has been... I knew that at some point, but I can't remember it. Somebody's watching. And we'll just call it watching for now. I can't remember what it was. Jesus, this is really bugging me right now, but I think it's not a bad effect. It is a good effect, but we might have Oh fuck, it's a... Oh god, it's a monster room. Oh, we are frozen by the ice monster. Jeez, could be a problem. No, it's okay, it's okay. It's a slime, and it divided. Slime can divide. There's an orc. Kind of nasty monsters in here. Defeated the bat, and we are starting to get hungry. Get over here, kill the slime, kill the bat, kill that bat. Oh shit, the frost bounces. Oh no, we are frozen. We are frozen. We've defeated the ice monster. We are a fighter now. We are hungry, but we have found 3 rations of food in here. This is fucking fantastic because we need all the food that we can get. We have found another scroll. And we have found crossbow bolts. We can throw them or shoot them. I never use bows or crossbows or anything like that in this game. I just throw the ammunition. I don't know. I've never gotten the hang of how to use ranged weapons in Rogue. Let's read that scroll. It vanishes. Your mace... Oh no, it was... Enchant weapon. See, this now would have been bad. I think if we had the two-handed sword in our hand, even if it was cursed, we would have enchanted it and then the curse would have gone away. So yeah, we could have taken that risk and would have been good. But for now, I kind of wasted that because I just have enchanted my mace. And that's not very... Not exactly... I'm weak, shit. Let's eat. That tasted good. Yeah, that was kind of wasted now, because I don't expect to be using my mace for the rest of this playthrough. Oh, okay. Okay, another hobgoblin, and we found a longsword. And we found another scroll called Enchant Weapon. That is great. That is really great, because now I'm just going to wield... No, we have to... Oh no, wield... the two-handed sword. And we're now wielding a two-handed sword. And is it... Can we take that off? Oh no, that was the armor. Jesus Christ, I need to get... Let's put our armor back on. Wield. Let's see if we can put on the mace again. Yes, so the longsword is not going to be cursed. We know that at least. So, yeah, let's wield the two-handed sword. I think two-handed swords are kind of awesome. So maybe we're going to enchant that thing. Scroll corner. Yeah? Shall we just do that? Glows blue for a moment. And now... two-handed sword. We don't know what its initial stats were. So we know it is +1 from its initial stats, but we don't know what they were, so we don't know what it is for now. I don't know if this game already had this identify by use thing. So if we use it for a while, we will probably know at some point what it does. I'm not exactly sure, but oh god, I think that was a trap there. Okay, there's not going to be anything here. So I think the lower quadrant here is just that corridor. So yeah, okay. Not going to be anything else there. Let's see, let's continue. There are lots of advanced tactics in Rogue that you can employ to be really good at the game, which I can't. I don't like slimes. Fuck you. Go away. Always divide and are disgusting. I don't like slimes. At least we have the two-handed sword. That thing does good damage. Oh. Food. And another scroll that we don't know anything about. It's another hobgoblin. So the game starts out really easy. See, so these enemies are kind of straightforward. Things are going to get nastier. And by that I mean significantly more nasty. We are finding a lot of food in this run. This is interesting. Because there will be enemies that can corrode your armor, which will mean with every hit your armor has a chance of losing one armor class, which is terrible. And at least as long as you wear like metal armor. So this will apply to our ring mail. There are like there's like leather armor and stuff like that in the game. And one thing that you that's really good if you can pull that off, if you find the right things, is to find a leather armor and just enchant that to all hell. And so you have a leather armor with a high armor class, and then it can't be corroded, and you are good. So that's kind of alright. I think there are actually also scrolls that can protect a piece of armor, I think. But don't quote me on that. Might be that this was in a different game. Sometimes I throw all the roguelikes together. This is a crossbow, which I'm probably not going to use because I'm a stupid person. I need to read up on how to use ranged weapons in Rogue. Oh, that's just a long-ass corridor. Fuck me. So we have at least 3 quadrants. Oh no, there's a rattlesnake. The rattlesnake is also bad news because the rattlesnake decreases your strength, can decrease your strength. And you don't want that, so I'm going to throw stuff at the rattlesnake so that we hopefully won't need to engage with it or kill it before oh, it missed. Before it can hit us. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Shit. Yeah, we feel weaker. Yeah, fuck it. Jesus Christ. That was stupid. Now we have lost strength. So there are 2 different potions that affect your strength. One potion just gives you all your strength back and puts it back to the maximum, to 16. And one potion just gives you back 1 strength. Like we would have 15 if we drank that potion now. But if you're already at your maximum, it increases your maximum strength by 1. And so, yeah. Kind of need to be really smart about what you're using when. I hate rattlesnakes. And we're not properly equipped. We've found a magenta potion. Probably just going to try that one. Oh god, an ice monster. So if you get frozen by an ice monster and you have a rattlesnake in the room, things can get really ugly. You can imagine that. Let's quaff the magenta potion. You feel warm all over. I think that was just healing. Oh no, it was restore strength. Fuck. How can I name things differently? Let's see. You can do that, I remember that. Repeat list command 1. Rename object C. C. Oh, we can't. Oh, if we find the next potion and it's called healing, we will need to name it differently because it is a potion of restore strength. Good to know that. That is really good to know that. So we will only try more potions if we are at full strength, basically. Because it could be a potion of increased strength, and that would be wasted if we weren't at full strength. Just like that. Defeated the bat, found some gold. And okay. We are done here. That was level 5. Okay, there's another potion. And since we are at full strength, let's just try it. You begin to feel better. So that was a potion of healing. So the problem is, it could be that we have now 2 potions of healing. But since the color of the potion is reflected in the tile, we can identify it. If it is magenta, But we know it's a potion of restore strength, and then we can rename that, basically. Okay, let's see. Empty room? Looks like an empty room. Okay. An onyx ring. Huh. Rings can be really fun in Rogue. But cursed rings are the exact opposite of fun. Whoa, that was a rattlesnake, but we quickly dispatched of it. Thankfully. Okay, let's see. We have a bunch of scrolls here. Let's see. Let's try this one. It vanishes, and it is an identify scroll. Awesome. Okay. Where is the ring? The onyx ring. -1 ring of protection, so that thing is cursed. We don't want that. We don't want that. I'm probably going to keep that ring regardless. Because maybe we will be able to find a scroll. I think it's a scroll, or it's a potion, I don't remember. That will remove curses from my inventory. I think it's actually from the whole inventory then. And if we find that, we will have a ring of protection. A perfectly fine ring of protection. And that would be good. That would be really good. So we keep that for now. We also have just a bunch of different scrolls that we haven't yet tried. So yeah. Let's just throw an arrow at the ice monster. Another one. And killed. Yes, awesome. And we are a warrior now. Fantastic. And we have found a moonstone ring. We could also try identify that. But if we are gambling for removing curses, and we actually don't need to... Fuck it, I'm just going... This is just going to be a one-shot. This is also a Roguemix thing. So, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to identify the ring now. The moonstone ring, a ring of teleportation. I don't know what exactly that will do, if this will just randomly teleport us around at random intervals. I don't know. Probably not going to use it, because I don't like to be teleported. So do we have a door somewhere around here? There has to be a door somewhere. Jeez, this will cost us turns and food. Oh god, ice monster. Whoa! Why don't I have... Where the crap is my two-handed sword? My two-handed sword is gone. Did we just drop it? No, we didn't. I don't know what happened there. I don't like that at all. Why is our two-handed sword gone? Let's take a look at our inventory. Mace. Ironwood staff. Long swords. But no two-handed sword anymore. Maybe there was something wrong with it? Oh yeah, there's the door, okay. I don't know. This is distressing me right now. I never had that defect before, that I just randomly lost a weapon. And such an awesome weapon at that. Huh. Another orc. We have another scroll called Enchant Weapon. Yeah, fuck this. Strange white mist. I think that was a trap. Yes, it was. Another ration of food. Okay, let's see. No, we don't have our two-handed sword anymore. Christ! Let's wield the longsword now. Can we get rid of that again? Yes, we can. I'm just going to wield that longsword for now. I'm not going to enchant it, because who knows what will happen. The longsword is, I think, better than the mace, so... jeez, fucking snake. Yes. Okay, we did that. Scroll of Identify. Okay. And boom. Okay. We will now go to the next level, which will bring us to level 8. Which is exciting. Yeah, this is a scroll that will have this watching effect on us. We've killed a leprechaun. I don't know what the leprechaun does. I honestly don't know. Oh god. And we got hit by a rattlesnake, which is bad. At least it's just one strength gone. So we are still strong enough to deal with everything, but... oh no! Oh shit! You fell into a trap. We were damaged by the fall. There's another rattlesnake. Things are just stupid right now. So this rattlesnake is not doing anything, so we're just going to throw arrows again. Can you please not miss? Fuck. Okay. Splint mail, which is probably better than ring mail. We can identify it actually. Let's just do that. Let's just identify. H, it vanishes. Identify scroll. Experienced rogue. Oh, +3 splint mail. Armor class 10. That is awesome. We will have to be careful about our armor here. Let's take off our ring mail. Let's wear the splint mail, because that is great. But we will have to be careful about our armor, as I said. What are you? A centaur. Okay. Defeated the centaur. Because if we come across those enemies that can decrease our... Oh no! Jesus, yeah! Across those enemies, take off... Oh, it's only 8. Yeah, we have to take off our armor. Exactly because of those assholes. Yeah, and we can't carry anything else. Let's read that. You fall asleep. Scroll of sleeping. Fuck that. Read. I'm just going to randomly read stuff. It vanishes. Just vanished. We don't know what it did. Vanishes, your hands begin to glow red. That is confuse monster, which is great. Sound weapon. Let's read all the scrolls because what? Oh, high-pitched humming noise. That is aggravate monster. Those can be used for a very advanced trick in Rogue, which we probably won't do here. But there's a trick that you can do with those. And that does not include reading it. And that was probably summon monster, because a monster has just turned up right next to us. Okay, need to get rid of these fucking slimes. We're almost dead. That's kind of alright, because I am doing terribly right now. And this has already been going for 34 minutes. I kind of want to actually do a real Let's Play and really try to master this game. And it was a zombie, okay. But this is not the place right now for that. This was just kind of more to show off this game. We found a slime mold. That was a yummy slime mold. I never knew what a slime mold was. I imagine it to be kind of disgusting. Slime mold. Neither slime nor mold is something that I would actually put into my mouth. So, yeah. So this run is not going to get us anywhere. I can tell you that. Because our strength is down. We don't have many hit points. We don't have good equipment and whatever. But, yeah. This is ClassicRogue. It's still a fantastic game. You can get it for free. You can just download it from Oryx Design Labs. I will have I'm just blanking right now. Well, this is not the best day for me. I will have a link in the description below. So just do that. And I think I will stop playing now. Or maybe I will keep going until we are dead. Probably not. So this is ClassicRogue. Maybe I'm going to return to this game at some point. But this was just to show it off. And maybe even in a Roguemix form. Or maybe I'm going to even continue this character at some point, because you can actually save it. It's going to be saved when you exit the game without being dead. So maybe we're just going to continue with this one, but I think it won't take us anywhere, because we are not good. Also, I've been running around without armor the whole time. Jesus Christ. Okay, so that was ClassicRogue. Thank you for watching, and see you again in the next video. Goodbye.